One last clash for Morehead City before the All-Star break, and it comes against one of their biggest rivals in the Wilmington Sharks. Alongside my partners Lance Williams and Trey Keenis, I'm Christian Doms, previewing tonight's matchup between the Marlins and the Sharks. Lance, last night for Morehead City, a big win against Tri-City on the 4th of July, 5-2. What really stood out about that game?
Well, Reed Bertram, the starting pitcher, 4 shutout frames for him. That really set the tone for Morehead City. And then the offense, only 6 hits, but those hits were big hits. You saw the solo shot from Ronan Donahue, and then Nick Surse, another solo shot for him, a moon ball over the right field wall. A lot of power, Nick Surse. He went 2 for 4. He was big. Nate Anderson, 2 for 4. Just those key guys coming through, and those big swings were huge.
The 2 through 5 hitters for Morehead City, the only players for the Marlins to record a hit, but that was really all they needed to get the win over the Chili Peppers. Second win they've had over Tri-City this year. And Trey, tonight against Wilmington, a much more seasoned team that Morehead City has gone up against this year in 2025. The 6th matchup between these two teams. How's the series kind of played out so far?
I mean, in terms of win-loss, it's been about as even as you can get, having only played an odd amount of games. Morehead City besting the Sharks thus far in 3-2 advantage. But quite frankly, look at these games individually, and it's really been lopsided. Morehead City having won their 3 games by an average margin of 8 runs, and then Wilmington 4.5 runs. Last time these two teams met was at the Rock, and Wilmington shut out Morehead City 3-0, held them to their season low in hits as well with just 3. So I'm interested to see what we're going to get tonight. Brandon Keneally getting the start on the mound for Wilmington. He's been stout his last 2 times out. Shut out 7 innings last time out, and then 4 innings of shutout work in the outing prior. So really looking forward to see what we get tonight. I would expect a pitcher's duel with the likes of Jackson Bergman also on the mound tonight, but it will be interesting to see who takes Game 6 before the All-Star break.
You talked about Jackson Bergman getting the start tonight for Morehead City, the first time he's gone up against the Sharks this season. And Lance, although it was a rocky start to the season for Bergman, the last few starts he's had for the Fish, he's looked really sharp.
He absolutely has, Christian. I mean, this is a guy who has a wide pitch arsenal. Throws the sinker for his fastball, then mixes in the slider, curveball, and then the changeup that really very deceptive when you mix it up with the sinker ball. So yeah, his last 2 outings, 10 2/3 innings pitched, he's allowed just 1 unearned run, walked 1 batter, and struck out 10. That's just a wild ratio, and while he's striking out a good number of batters, he's really just a ground-out guy. He produces a ton of ground-outs, and for a Wilmington team that struggled offensively, hitting bottoms of the CPL in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging, I think, like Trey mentioned, it could be a pitcher's duel.
We'll see if that's the case tonight here at the Rock. First pitch between the Marlins and the Sharks is slated for 6:30. You can catch these two guys on the call on Flow Sports. We'll talk to you then.